Ever wondered why the proposal to maintain 4 power units in the 2024 championship didn't pass in the F1 Commission? Even though the calendar extends to 24 Grand Prix races this year, 2 more than the previous season? Well, the FIA didn't make that call on its own. It was a strategic move by Honda and Mercedes. You see, these two giants had an inkling that their move would backfoot Ferrari and Renault. How so? The power unit designed by Ferrari, known as the 06610, has a lifespan of 6,000 kilometers. But with this cunning play, Ferrari now must stretch that same power unit to cover 7,500 kilometers. The rule change wasn't just a casual suggestion either. Honda and Mercedes were pretty adamant about it, understanding the potential to disrupt their competitors' strategies. They knew this would put Ferrari and Renault in a pickle when it comes to reliability. So, despite the blame often falling on the FIA, the story behind the scenes is a bit more complex. The proposal to maintain 4 power units for the 2024 championship hit a roadblock in the F1 Commission. Let's rewind a bit. In the season before, an exception had been made to allow the use of 4 units for 22 races. This was due to the introduction of 6 sprint races, shaking up the usual format. Now, you may be wondering, why 3 engines? Well, the regulations penned 3 years ago had foreseen this. The objective at that moment was to cap costs and channel resources towards the development of the 2026 engines. This was all part of a grand design. However, Honda and Mercedes had a different vision. They opted to reduce the available units to 3, hoping that this move would put Ferrari and Renault in a tight spot regarding reliability. The game plan of Honda and Mercedes was clear: extend the lifespan of the engines and hope to unsettle their competition. In the F1 paddock, there's speculation that this move is not just about 2024, but also a strategy to slow down the development of Ferrari's 2026 engine. It's a chess game of high speeds and higher stakes, with the checkered flag as the ultimate prize. The move by Honda and Mercedes to limit the power units to 3 could potentially create a ripple effect across the F1 landscape. It's a bold move that shakes up the status quo and challenges the other teams to adapt or fall behind. It's a play that has pushed Ferrari, a titan in the sport, into a corner. But if there's one thing we know about Ferrari, it's that they don't back down from a challenge. They have a history of overcoming adversity and turning it into an advantage. The Maranello team is considering planning the season with 4 power units, even if it means taking a grid penalty. It's a calculated risk, which could give them the edge they need to stay competitive in this high-octane game of strategy. This is more than just a race on the track. It's a race in the labs and the garages where engineers and technicians work tirelessly to push the limits of what's possible. It's a race against time and the relentless march of technology. The outcome of this power play could have far-reaching implications for the future of Formula One. It could shift the balance of power and redefine what it means to win in this high-stakes sport. So, will this strategy by Honda and Mercedes pay off? It remains to be seen, because it seems that Ferrari wants to plan the 2024 championship with 4 engines, just like last year, preferring to pay a grid penalty to complete the poker hand rather than risking breaking an engine in a race, especially since some tracks allow more opportunities for comebacks than others. These are the questions that will be answered on the racetracks and in the pit lanes of the 2024 Formula One season. But for now, all we can do is watch and wait as the engines roar to life and the drama unfolds.